What did you have to unlearn when you went from professional sport? Often a high performer in one domain, George. We get blind spots, as you said, and it becomes on auto repeat. And then people sometimes go to another area and just think they're going to repeat that, and they haven't unlearnt, upskilled. So what did you have to unlearn when you went from professional rugby to running a business?
You're in the highest performing environment with the people around you, and they're like-minded. There's that level of day-to-day preparation, expectancy of performance, and that's not the case when you go into your life outside of sport. I think that's definitely been the case. People want to learn, people want to get better, there's no doubting that, but often people haven't actually got a library or a good depth of experience in terms of dealing with, I think, particularly tough times. You just pull it back and it's not as complicated, and it's actually, in many ways, the unlearning is, okay, I've still got to have a routine, I've got to have things which as you said, you get into a bit of a routine, isn't it? Because everything's done for you. But within the actual working environment is not having an expectancy that someone's going to be like a world champion in your team, but understand that they want to improve, but at the same time, you are no longer where you were. You are no longer a world champion athlete in this environment. No, you're not. You need to learn the business, so you need to actually take yourself back and say, well, what can I learn from these people? So it works both ways. You've got to unlearn. To me, that was probably the big piece, was unlearning what my expectancy was the people around me, which you had a high level of that when you're in a high performing team, but also understand you're going to a new environment and what can I do to help and assist that team. So that's a nice quality. And as I always say, I'm very coachable. I think most athletes, when we have had a level of athlete involved in our business, or they like sport, they really want to learn, and they're very coachable, and I think that's really, really important. So you need to embrace that. So there's an unlearning, but there's also actually applying that attitude to your next venture.